All right, looks like they're done with the hand warmers. They've done all the stage strikes and whatnot. So it looks like they're about to get into the match here.
And the Dreamland start, we both feel a little bitter about this one as far as the maneuverability.
Yeah, exactly. That top platform is so unfair. it is not equal for all characters.
We'll see how much Panda even needs it.
Yeah, right now, and that's kind of the thing. Peach takes 82% and then knocks Fox off stage once and just ends up killing Fox. But Panda able to make it back and very, very close getting that next up air, getting the stock. But CAUP trying to cook a little bit here. Good air dodge out of the way. Panda, we saw, was able to kind of reverse that earlier. Oh, super unfortunate. We've seen this a lot. Obviously, the slip-off DI has been a more significant meta development over the past few years, right? Everybody is making sure that they DI in a way that allows them to be actionable after slipping off the ledge, right? We saw Panda use that to great effect on that first stock and just really, really good, we'll call it a defensive option, right, to use.
The way Panda's approaching CAUP 2, it gives the sense that CAUP has not been allowed to hold any space on the ground for any amount of time. Like, CAUP is being pressured to jump away. He's being caught on the platforms. He just has not touched the ground solidly and played the mix-up with Panda because Panda is not given that opportunity.
Yeah, and we see that. You see you go from the side platform to the top platform. Fox is able to maneuver so quickly around Peach and kind of choose the terms of engagement by using those platforms and jumping around, but really, really good and just tried to get himself popped up into that Firefox again, but brought it down to 2 stocks apiece. I mean, I'll take that.
That had dog. CAUP's usually full of whimsy, but we have dog today.
You'll love to see it. So down to the 2 stock situation here. Ooh, oh,
down to the 2-to-1 stock situation.
Down to the 2-to-1 stock situation, and that is unfortunate. One of the things that's traditionally really strong about Peach is the fact that you can survive really long, that you have really good recovery. Fox is one of those characters that can actually exploit Peach's recovery and kill her at a pretty low %, unfortunately.
It comes to one misinterpretation of like you going to ledge and getting shine spikes, just lose the stock at maybe 40.
Mm-hmm.
So always, you just think about going high, knowing that if you get hit while in the air, you get one more chance rather than going towards ledge and shutting out all of your options that are parallel to the stage.
And it looks like that might, no, Fox still able to make it back on stage. That Firefox length, man, that's a long recovery.
That's not PAL.
It's not PAL. Wasn't that one a rumor? Like, I know they adjusted stuff about Fox in the PAL version, right? But I thought that the up B length actually ended up being just kind of like a misinformation, like a rumor that just kind of got taken as fact. I could be wrong. I remember reading about that on Smashboards like 15 years ago or something like that.
Just unsure of the propaganda in that time when you saw Smashboards.
Listen, we were trying our best to figure out the mechanics of this game, but we did not have all the tools that people have today.
You could just be anyone on Smashboards. You could be YCZ6 from Minnesota. You could just be anybody.
You could be Dude Dash from Florida.
You could be whatever you wanted. It was as if a genie granted you the wish. You could have any identity. Just be insane.
I was talking about that on Twitter the other day. It's just like, no, Mom. It's okay. I'm going to be with my very, very good and trusted friend, Dark Falchion.
Okay.
So that first game went to Panda, and we see Peach Sheik.
I have never in my life seen Panda Sheik.
Hey, it looks like I was right. We are getting the Peach Sheik here in this losers match.
This was a third eye read from you. Mine was crusted up at the moment. I couldn't ordain this one.
Truly, my third eye is open. It's like Illuminati, the freaking pyramid eye thing. We'll see. I mean, CAUP has a lot of Peach Sheik experience, right? Plays, again, Crudo and Ostentatious all the time. And took that first stock. Oh. Now, this is really bad because, nope, you can't do that. You automatically lose your Angel Platform invincibility when you transform from Zelda to Sheik or back again. So that's the risk that you take when you transform into Zelda to help out with your recovery, is that you get back on the Angel Platform and you do not have an automatic safe way to be able to transform back into Sheik.
I have not heard about this yet at a major level, so I have to assume this is quite a recent development.
Yeah.
Robert's experience could just carry him through this game. As to being ground into like a fine warrior by S teams. Ostentatious.
Yeah, it's I mean, it's interesting, right? Because you think, why would you pull out the pocket Sheik on Final Destination of all places? Beautiful wall tech there, was able to make it back on, and CAUP still cooking with a full stock lead. But
Panda thinks the triangle of Sheik's mix-ups here without the plats will cover all the weaknesses a lot more than playing Fox and getting comboed to death, knowing the chain grab goes from about 40 to 100 depending on DI and port.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what happened, is that CAUP is the kind of person that is going the dot eyes. That dot eyes doing 18%, precisely half as strong as a Stitch Face, and really good knockback at a percent like this, right? But yes, you're absolutely correct. It's the chain grab. It has to be the chain grab. Even though Fox is certainly not in a disadvantageous position, maybe just recognizes that they don't want to be in a matchup where 4 mistakes is 4 stocks.
It's leaning as to the punish too. You haven't seen CAUP approach unsafely yet, and that's what it takes. There's a lot of pressure on the matchup to never get grabbed by Sheik, knowing how much damage the average down throw confirm will end up being for you.
Mm-hmm.
And you see that Panda hasn't instituted that. There aren't a lot of punishes there. Panda also hasn't been shielding that often. So usually he's caught approaching by CAUP stairs, CAUP snares.
Unfortunately,
he's getting red frequently here.
Yeah, in this matchup, you're not going to see Sheik doesn't have to shield very often unless you're baiting out stuff like down smash, right? Usually it's the Peach having to shield against Sheik because you're dealing with auto cancel forward air and stuff like that, right? And then that's when you get grabbed and then you just feel awful.
It's like woe is you if you were in boost grab range and have hit shield and have been stuck in that frame.
Yeah, exactly.
You've already been faded.
It's tough. It feels rather disheartening sometimes as Peach, but CAUP absolutely cooking here. Helped out a little bit with SD from Panda. Ooh, the weak dash attack. Oh, the power shield.
These jump airs are so cash money for CAUP.
All right,
Panda being forced into the trades here, and that's going to be it for the game.
Yeah, so, you know, the easy edge guard in that situation is that Peach just, like, gets up and down smash, but then, you know, at some point 15 plus years ago, the optimization was made where you just crouch cancel the first hit of down smash and then get hit by the second to send you back onto the stage, right? Optimize even further where you hold up and DI up on the second hit. And then Peach was like, oh, I guess I just have to neutral air instead and avoid that whole situation in the first place. And that's what CAUP did. Instead of going for the down smash, just went for the neutral air and got the kill.
And my Panda has turned back into a Fox. It is no longer a Sheik. It's no longer a ninja.
My third eye is closed now, so I'm not sure. I don't think we'll see Sheik again during this set. But back to the Fox Peach, and CAUP doing well, certainly better than how that first match started up. Ooh, great crouch cancel there. Ooh, I heard that double jump. That was scary, but able to make it back to the ledge. Oh, wow. That was...
Depending on the Fox, it's a bit more dangerous when you get cut off towards the ledge that quickly. Because you saw Panda didn't play it a little patient and grab the ledge. He was kind of just zooming around the ledge for a second, and sometimes in the cycle of your movement, you will just have missed it. And suddenly the Peach is on ledge safely, the Peach is air dodge back on the stage.
Exactly. Yeah, and we saw there that, so, you know, there's two parts to the parasol recovery for Peach. There's when you're going up with the parasol closed and you have, like, the multi-hits, and then you have the one where you just are holding it open and floating down, right? That hitbox, when you open the parasol at the end of your recovery, is really small, but it's almost completely disjointed from Peach's character model, so it's actually really difficult to challenge.
And very smart by Robert there while Panda's in the corner to know that the low flow cancel bear won't get anything, so to immediately jump bear, as one of the things Fox could do to try and get out of the corner was just jump. Didn't get a full combo off it, but it was a great read.
Yeah, and we might see a little mini chain grab here. And a little bit of open space to work with. Got a nice little 30% or so for their troubles. And a nice quick float cancel nair, and that might do it. Oh!
Panda lowered by the structure into that nair.
And it's looking good. And, you know, this is something, you know, speaking of how Dreamland top platform can be really difficult, this is normally supposed to be the Fox Falco counterpick versus a lot of characters, but I think aside from Final D, this is maybe Peach's second best stage. Not having to deal with the top platform is such a huge deal.
Fall's kind of a big dog moment. I don't know.
That's true. And certainly, like, if the mountain comes up and Fox has a wall, it might be it might be curtains, right?
Yeah, as we are now, I like FOD more than Stadium with the structures.
Yeah, it's definitely between those two, though. Like, I think it's matchup dependent. Sometimes I really like Fountain of Dreams. Sometimes I really like this stage. It really does depend.
Now,
ooh, beautiful.
Crucial. Also a CAUP trait, just the toad stall.
Yeah, it's really good. It's good as part of your recovery. Kind of bait them to roll from ledge earlier so that you can not get ledge hogged. But we saw there using Toad to stall in the air to be able to wait out the invincibility from the Angel platform. Ooh, got some down smashes going.
We've lost all shame once the stage turns to rock.
Well, so far it hasn't really come up yet, but right now, ooh, this is the danger zone though. That's where dreams and nightmares go. Wow. Oh, beautiful turnip drop. I love using that turnip drop. It's just it's like a wall of hitbox. You can kind of use it to be able to box them out and give you a safer way to get back onto the ground. Unfortunately, just forward airs right off stage, and now CAUP up 2-1 versus Panda.
That was very much like Panda's game to lose at the end, but I guess CAUP gets to go Stadium again.
Yeah, you would either go back to Stadium or go to Yoshi's, I would presume, right? And
Yoshi's enables CAUP a bit too much as far as his wants and needs in the game, especially like when we saw the jump fairs.
Yeah, honestly, CAUP has been throughout this top 8 so far. I have seen CAUP play pretty, I won't say aggressively, but certainly not defensively. Right? It's been picking really good options to really good opportunities to engage. I really like that CAUP is not down smashing very much, but the down smashes that he does get are paying dividends, getting really good crouch cancels.
I think it just took Panda a second to adapt. We see here that in the first 3 games, a lot of CAUP was approaching, but it was very dependent on Panda. And you see, like we saw with grabbing Crudo, a complete game change from him in game 4. Just shooting laser off, jumping around, not playing the mix-up as much.
The pivot forward tilt, I can almost guarantee that was a mistake, right? Nobody ever, as a Peach especially, nobody ever means to pivot forward tilt. You're trying to get the dash attack, but sometimes it works out.
Gold star for another CAUP jump fair.
Looking good, and after losing that first stock pretty quickly, bringing it back, and unfortunately that ledge just barely able to allow Fox to get a tech. See that? Listen,
feeling himself.
If Fox had been 5% lower, that dash attack full hop fair would have worked. That would have been true combo. So I do not blame CAUP for going for that at all. I would have done the exact same thing.
Misspacing the float fair on the get up attack here from the over 100 Panda. You see that he's over 100, so he has to ledge dash or have a slow get up option. But on the stage right now.
Yeah.
See?
And interestingly enough, that grass transformation has a unique property where on that grass, and then I think Fountain is the only other one, at least from the legal stages, where you actually have that, where your traction is actually decreased, or no, you have increased traction on the grass transformation on this stage. I know that affects Jigglypuff's rollout. I know that there's an interaction with Shine in some form or fashion where they slide less or Fox wave dashes less. I can't remember exactly what it is. Ooh, the weak nair into strong nair. Yeah, that's going to do it.
Is that Armada?
Is that Armada?
That's not really CAUP anymore. Super Armada was in the bracket, but it was someone in disguise. It was a Falcon player. This is the real Super Armada.
No. That was Super Armada. This is Ultra Armada. All right.
We've only gone further. Armada never knew we'd get the 2.0.
It's like Super comes before Ultra. We know this. Why do you think it was Super Street Fighter 4 and then Ultra Street Fighter 4?
I'm sure you've seen enough CAUP sets to see Robert doing something a bit uncanny, and he just SDs for it. Went a bit low just now and just fell.
Yeah, this transformation is really scary too. That windmill can cause some really cheesy stuff getting killed off the top, but got a really good down smash there, and CAUP is now cooking this Fox. Woo! The reverse fair.
Oh.
And honestly, like, CAUP might be taking this 3-1 if he's able to close this out. Ooh.
He's dropped his turnip. Can't down
got the
smash.
crouch cancel, got the edge guard, and that's gonna.
Oh
no! Oh my goodness.
You see Panda jump up a bit. Had the fire in it.
Damn. That's all I have to say is.
Oh my gosh.
Damn. Unfortunately, let go of the ledge, and Panda was able to turn that right back around.
Didn't roll.
But CAUP has got the counter pick now. Going to Dreamland.
Don't feel great about Dreamland considering what Panda was starting to put down in the stadium game.
Yeah, it's so CAUP lost on the stage first game, which is why he's able to go back, right? Maybe he thought that throughout the course of this best of 5 that he has adapted enough, that he has figured something out, that he's comfortable enough going back to this stage, and that something's going to be different, right?
You're here for the blast zones, but there would have been much to benefit from playing a bit of a Yoshi's game as well.
I thought we were going to see Fountain. They hadn't gone to Fountain yet, had they?
Oh, they have.
I didn't. I had forgotten. My apologies.
Wait, Dreamland FD.
That was Dreamland FD Stadium.
Yeah, no FOD.
But it's working for CAUP so far. Able to get out of that up throw up air, and we'll see how much extra credit he's able to get.
Those nice blasts.
Yeah, and this is what we were talking about. Unfortunately, didn't get the nair after the down air there, but we'll see.
As soon as you go for the ledge, what Fox has to do for you is bear. Just look it.
Yeah, that's another one of those utility things, just like one of like 800 things that Shine can do for you is being able to stall yourself in the air, spend a little bit longer in the air before you go for an aerial, right?
And they're starting to act more proactively and just jump shining some of these high floats that CAUP has parallel with the side platform.
Nice little nair there. That was tough. That kind of edge guard situation is difficult for Peach to get back from. But the full hop forward air almost paid off dividends. I would have loved to see that again, but unfortunately wasn't able to close it out. Getting stuck in shield. Oh, so much shield pressure. Panda doing such good work staying safe on shield, and just got that forward smash after doing a little bit too much to that poor girl.
Just whips back the heel kick.
Mr. Saturn.
Mr. Saturn just is an uninvited guest here, apparently.
Mr. Saturn is such a fun addition, right? Because it's not even like that great of an item. You get the shield break. That's the big thing about Mr. Saturn, right? Is didn't get the neutral air, but didn't matter. Panda unable to get out the up B in time. That nair hit twice. One of them was a phantom hit. I think it was a strong nair, and then the weak hitbox of the nair ended up phantom hitting Peach. So it was an interesting little interaction there. CAUP trying to make it back onto this stage. Looks like they were successful. We'll see if able to bring it back from this percent deficit a little bit. Ooh, the weight dash back.
Great SDI on that Shine.
Yeah, playing so patiently right now because they know that they can't get any sort of trade, right? They have to get clean interaction.
Very safely opted to cover roll away.
Yeah. Ooh.
Huge chess moment.
That looked like such a good bait with the turnip too, and just and the narrative just beating it out anyway. 193% though. I mean, the stage counter pick is certainly doing what it's supposed to, right?
You see yourself. You see your number just dark red. 201.
It's like it is black. It is almost black at this point. That percent color.
That's definitely the black eye. Like that shade.
Yeah, it does look like they're getting bruised, right? The percents are getting bruised.
It's the same as dying at 100 though if you have not hit Panda since.
Yeah, but I mean, CAUP has just done so well, playing so safe, but I mean, what, Fox started at like 14% during that whole interaction and able to build up 98%. This is looking still very doable. CAUP slowly but surely bringing this back. Oh, but unfortunately off the stage, this is tough. Okay, all right, we're back. Air dodge. No!
Ah!
They both air dodged off. No, what a tragedy. Oh, absolute heartbreaker. CAUP ends up dropping it 2-3 to Panda. Super unfortunate after a really unfortunate game 4 too. That was, it looked like Panda gave CAUP an opportunity to come back in, and then CAUP just gave it right back. And